Both coaches have said all year long, really have to honor that scouting report and play it almost to a T. Sanford curling to the rim, and he's got the first 2 points of the ball game. The star of the first 3+ minutes of this one. Here's Koch with the triple.
Textbook. Kevin, you and I saw Iowa working on that.
Sturtz will drop it off to Manyow. Koch on the drive, over Mast using the window.
And that was made possible. Koch, good recognition, put it on the deck.
Here's Hoiberg. Got a screen from Buchtingel, finds Lawrence in the corner, and it's tied at 5.
That's why he has almost a 6-to-1 turnover ratio, not just because.
Here's Mast. Whispers would love to get him going. Mast inside with the hook over Koch.
Man, he threw everything at him. Pretty good job by Koch.
Push against Lawrence, drives right into him. No, loose ball. Mast has it. Flip over to Lawrence, and now Nebraska on the break. Here's Sanford back up into the corner for 3.
Oh man, that was reptilian in its coldness because he did. Refreshing to see a guy run down, act like I've been there before, and then defend.
And in the case of Bryce Sanford, he literally has been here before. Here's Sturtz. Frager with a hand in his face. Goes past Frager. The floater will drop.
And that's a break.
There's Cale Combs. Been dealing with an injury and still trying to fight through it as Fulgaris fights through that defense and spins for 2.
For that again was Sturtz. Even though he was able to step behind that little rub screen, he kind of had to rush his shot, and it showed in the release.
Here's Sturtz. Gets past Frager on the drive to the rim. And
that's the second.
Here's Koch, scored the first 5 Iowa points. Combs with 2 to shoot, spinning into Buchtingel, using the window to stretch the lead to 4.
Boy,
Nebraska been a little sloppy. Fulgaris inside, has that one taken away. Jacobson with the strip. Here's Frager in the open floor, runs it to the rim, and that'll be a goaltend on Tavion Banks. This game's tied at 17.
And a nice.
Frager gets past Combs to the rim for 2.
That's the old adage, low man wins.
Hoiberg in traffic from right to left for 2. How about Sam Hoiberg? Under 10 on the shot clock for Iowa. Sturtz against Sanford. Got him in the air, trying to coax the foul, swooping in his Banks. He'll take it to the rim for 2. Iowa has stifled this Husker attack. 7 of 19 is Nebraska from the floor, 2 of 11 from 3. Fulgaris will try the triple. Shoot, swing that around to Koch. Off the shot fake, other corner Fulgaris. Here's Sturtz with the 3.
It goes from the left, right corner, the skip pass, and then Sturtz able to fill in behind.
And Hoiberg with a crowd quieter gets that last possession that Hoiberg earned with this drive.
And you can dribble drive and maybe draw a foul because you are in the bonus.
Mast had it bobbled away. Jacobson, deep triple. It'll count. Cale Jacobson with the buzzer beater to give Nebraska a spark, down just 5 in Iowa City.
And again, Kevin, Hoiberg understanding earlier than getting a 2-for-1, and on the scramble situation, able to step in there very clearly out of his hand. You're keeping an eye on the scoreboard at the top. Well done by
despite missing 12 first half shots.
Yeah, Nebraska last in the conference in offensive rebounding, but as to your point, if you miss that many shots, you should get at least 1 second chance opportunity. And recognizing that and switching back.
Lawrence with the 3. Won't go. Rebound, Mast inside. He'll put it up for 2.
And the reason he was able to get that offensive rebound, it hit the rim.
Swing it around. Koch driving baseline. Won't go. Rebound loose. Tipped out by Sanford, and it ends up with Lawrence.
Again, Mast with the strong show.
And Buchtingel to the rim. Here come the Huskers. Back within 2 of this offer. Hawkeyes have gone cold. Haven't scored in almost 4.5 minutes. Nebraska back within 2.
What Mast has done a really good job on the defensive end of showing and then contesting at the rim.
How about Isaiah Howard with the triple? His first shot of the night. Lawrence, 13 to shoot.
I mean, how about the job by Howard of moving his feet?
Lawrence, 8 to shoot. Here's Hoiberg on the attack. Dumps it to Buchtengel. Inside for 2.
Boy, Hoiberg again bails out Nebraska. Gets in the lane. People talk about
Fourth foul on Iowa in this second half. Here's Sanford looking for the 3. And he finds it. We're tied at 39 in Iowa City.
if you're Iowa, you have to watch Mast in the trail here.
Here's Mast. Now Hoiberg against Fulgaris.
Good job by Howard, but a better job by Mast of stepping, breaking contact. That's why he was able to score.
And Nebraska's got their first lead since 21-20.
That was some.
Now as Berke Buchtengel returns to the Nebraska lineup. Hawkeyes 1 for their last 9 from the floor. They haven't scored in almost 3 minutes. Sturt's trying to change that. And
just enough space for the mid-range.
Mast inside to the rim, and the answer for Nebraska breaks a 5-minute drought.
That's what they were missing when Mast was out of the ball game.
All the way around for Frager. The jump and a really good play by Sturtz. Telegraph pass, Sturtz to the other end. Count that bucket, and Iowa's got the lead. And a timeout.
By Frager being there. That was designed to get Koch at top of the key 3.
Now Sturtz will go to work. A step back 3 for Sturtz is good. 7-point lead for Iowa with 6 seconds to go. Inbound to Lawrence. Lawrence will drive to the rim for 2, but with 2 seconds to go, the inbound comes for Iowa, and they'll dribble it out. And here they come in Iowa City. The Hawkeyes upset 9th-ranked Nebraska 57-52.